Hey,
Come on in.
Thank you.
Take a seat. It's Craig, wasn't it?
Yes, Craig.
Nice to meet you, I'm Madison.
You too.
Did you find the place okay?
Yeah, it was alright. It's a little bit hard to get to, but yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, this building was only built like 2 months ago, so I think a lot of students still struggle to find their way around the place.
Yeah, it's good to know I'm not alone then.
Yeah, I need to actually make my appointments maybe have a bit of more of a gap between them so I can fit more people in. Before we start, I'll just let you know about confidentiality. Have you heard of that before?
I've heard of it, but yeah, it'd be good if you could go over it again, just to, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So pretty much in this appointment, everything's kept between you and me. If I do think that you're at risk or you're putting anyone else at risk, that's when I need to breach that confidentiality. But apart from that, I'll be taking notes.
Right.
I hope that's okay with you. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah.
Sure thing. But all of my notes are just kept in my own folder. I don't share them between anyone. It's all between you and me.
Cool. It sounds
Awesome.
good. Yeah.
Awesome, cool. I'll just give you a bit of an idea about where my sort of background, what the service here offers. So this is the student support service at uni.
Okay.
At this uni, obviously. Have you ever used the support service before?
No, this is the first time.
First time being here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So pretty much we have a big range of people that work here. We've got counsellors, social workers, that's what I am, psychologists as well, and they pretty much give a service to all of the students and staff. It's on offer always, and it's free as well. Yeah, and that can be regardless any topic. It doesn't have to be university related. It can be really about anything and helping navigate their ways around. You know if you're feeling any difficulties with your study or difficulties at home, friends, anything. That's what we're here to help you guys with.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, awesome. So, what brings you in here today?
I think lately I've just been feeling a little bit stressed about uni, just trying to get all my assignments in and
Sure.
deadlines and stuff. It's kind of like, making me stressed out, and
Yeah.
so I thought I'd come and have a chat to you about it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's always in this period, what week is it now? Week 11, week 12? That's when it starts to get really piling up, right?
This time of the semester, it gets me every time, but this time's been a little bit worse than
Yeah,
past.
right. What do you study?
I'm studying communications.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's such a good degree. I actually studied part of it in my social work degree as well.
Oh, really?
Took a few communications classes, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Are you full-time or part-time?
I'm full-time at the moment, so 4 subjects.
Four subjects.
Yeah.
That's a load.
I know, yeah, that's why I'm here, yeah.
Pretty much.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, right. And what year are you in of your degree?
I'm in my second year.
Cool.
Second semester.
Second semester.
Yeah.
So it's second year, second sem. That means like you start practicing everything next year too.
I think that's kind of what's stressing me out as well. But mostly the assignments. But it's a lot. Yeah, I feel like it's a bit harder this year than last year as well.
Of course. Yeah. So would you say that it's the assignments themselves that are stressing you out, like the actual physical work that you're doing?
Yeah. Even like sometimes I don't start the assignments till late. Like I've got an assignment due today and I haven't even started yet. Yeah. And I procrastinate a lot.
Yeah. What's the assignment on today that you have to do?
It's on the media. It's a 2,000-word essay, and
All
it's a
right.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got other assignments due soon, I would assume.
I've got 2 due this week, later on in the week, and then I got a test next week. So a lot on my plate.
Bit overwhelming, I could assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So with the work and everything, how do you find you can get on top of things? What do you try to do?
At the moment, I can't do anything that's really helping.
Sure.
Usually I can get stuck into the assignments, at least start them, but I feel like this semester, like especially the last couple of weeks, I just haven't had the motivation to get into it, and
yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's really getting to me.
Yeah, and when you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, what does that look like for you?
It makes me a little bit anxious. It kind of makes me sad as well. Like it's just all these negative emotions, and I drink a little bit, and I take drugs, just recreational drugs.
Yeah,
But
sure.
I've been doing that a little bit more lately, just to kind of, I guess, deal with the stress.
Yeah, sure, sure. And would you say like you go out, on the weekends, or is it frequent, or
I go out every weekend, yeah. But
yeah,
lately I've been going out during the week, and I don't usually do that.
okay,
So it's
sure,
increased a little bit because
sure.
I think it's because of the stress.
Yeah. So you find so you can correct me if I'm wrong. So it seems like the overwhelming and the stress of all of the assignments and everything is what's sort of driving you going out and that, or would you say that it's more you just like going out just for the joy of going out?
I used to like going out for the joy of going out, but yeah, lately, it is the assignments that have kind of like, I
Yeah.
think, increased me going out and drinking and doing all that stupid stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, you can call it stupid, but that's just like a lot of people just have ways of wanting to release things, right? Wanting to release their own stress. And it's
Yeah,
completely understandable.
yeah.
And, you're not the first student that's come to me and said that they do things like
Good. I
that.
was worried about that. I didn't want to come to you and yeah.
No, that's completely okay. You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to, but would you mind me asking what type of drugs that you take when you go out?
Yeah, yeah. I take marijuana. But when I go out, I usually take MDMA and
Okay.
ecstasy.
Okay, so we're just talking just the party drugs, nothing like, heavy or like heroin or meth or any
No.
strong substances like in that sense if you're comparing them, no?
Yeah, no, it's just recreational drugs.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure, sure. And when you go out, do you go out with your friends?
On the weekends I do, and but lately, especially during the week, it's kind of been by myself because everyone else is doing stuff during the week, and they don't want to go out. But yeah, I've got that drive to kind of go out more than often lately.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And would you say, you have a good relationship with your friends?
Yeah,
Generally?
yeah, it's really good. I'm really lucky.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, do you mainly just hang out on the weekends when you're going out?
It's mostly on the weekends, yeah. Like I said, everyone's kind of like busy during the week and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's good to go out with them and have a chat and stuff. Like I enjoy that. Kind of look forward to that. I think that's
Yeah, for sure. And it's just like, you're in uni and then you go out and you just don't want to think about uni, I would assume.
Yeah, it's definitely my highlight of the week at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And when you're going out during the week, you said that that's by yourself?
Yes,
Yeah?
it's usually going out and drinking and taking drugs by myself, which I don't know, probably doesn't sound too good, but
Yeah, it seems like what you're going through is quite difficult.
I'm struggling, so
Sure.
yeah, it kind of helps me escape a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, sure. And do you mind me asking who you live with?
Yeah, I live with my mum, my dad, and my brother.
Oh, okay, lovely. And so you're still at home. Do you work?
I don't at the moment. So
Right.
I think now you brought that up. I think I'm stressed out because of the money as well. Like that's kind of
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
I'm 23.
23. Oh, okay. So you do you get any youth allowance or any Centrelink then if you're over 22?
Yeah, so I'm on youth allowance and I don't get too much. It's like I don't know under 500 a fortnight. So
Yeah.
I've still got to
That's not
pay.
livable, is it?
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It stresses me out. I have to pay my parents' rent,
Yeah,
and
sure.
food and everything, and especially I guess with going out so much that costs money. It's not cheap.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I know drinks when you go out so much more expensive than having them at
Yeah,
home, right?
exactly.
Yeah. Do you have a good relationship with your family?
We do. It's really positive. But
Awesome.
sometimes I don't know. I don't talk to them or open up about stuff as much as I don't know. I maybe should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Do you talk to them about you going out or you feeling stressed in general?
Not really. No. They know I go out on the weekend and stuff, but lately I've been kind of keeping that whole weeknight scene a little bit private.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And how would you describe, I guess, your relationship with your brother as well?
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like similar to my mum and dad's relationship with me. It's positive and we get along well. And
Sure.
yeah.
But you just don't feel, I guess you don't feel like you can really disclose to them about, you know, the stress or that you're feeling.
Yeah.
And the partying, I would assume.
Especially the partying and I don't want to disappoint them, you know, and
Yeah.
I kind of get worried about being kicked out as well because
Yeah, right.
I don't know how they'll react.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I've got a few things in mind that could probably help you with, but I probably am just going to ask you a few more questions if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, sweet. Oh, feel free to help yourself to any water as well. No problem. So yeah, you've explained that you have a good relationship with your friends, with your family. You've been going out a bit though when it comes to be really stressful and stuff at uni.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my next question would be, how do you go by talking with your friends about this sort of stress?
Well, when I'm out with them on the weekends, we go to the club and have a chat, or sometimes even beforehand at the house. I have a chat with them, and they're really easy to talk to, and
Awesome.
they care, but their lives are a little bit different, and they haven't been to university, and I kind of feel like they don't understand.
Yeah, being a student and what it's like.
Yeah. So yeah, I talk to them, but at the same time,
Sure.
I'd like to get more. Maybe that's why I'm here, to talk to someone that actually probably has some insight.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Yeah. Sorry, I just lost my question then.
That's all right.
I guess you say that you're feeling stressed and it results to you going out, partying, doing drugs. Have you felt this sort of stress before in your life?
Yeah, I have. A couple of years ago,
Sure.
I struggled with depression.
Okay, yeah.
It was obviously it was a bit different because I guess it was more being sad than feeling the stress, but
Yeah, okay.
it was a couple of years ago now. I feel
Okay.
like it's slowly starting to creep back again, but more in the stressful way. Yeah.
And how do you think that the depression is starting to come back?
I think just feeling overwhelmed. Yeah,
Sure.
it's just I'm not really doing anything or getting on top of anything at the moment, and
Yeah.
I've got all this time, but I'm not doing anything productive with it. I use it to procrastinate.
Yeah, and that's the thing with you know, when for some people when they don't have a regular routine, they're not makes them unproductive. Even if they have a lot of free time, you can still leave things to the last minute because you're saying to yourself you have the free time. Does that sound something that you would relate to?
Totally me.
Yeah.
I keep putting everything off because there's always tomorrow, and then all of a sudden I'm here today and I've got an
Yeah.
assignment due at 12 o'clock and
Yeah, at 12 tonight, midnight. So
Yeah.
not midday.
no,
Okay.
not yet.
Right, right. Not in the next couple of hours, no.
No.
Yeah, I can totally understand, you know, even when I have like a rostered day off, I have a whole list of things that I'm going to get done throughout the day. And, you know, I always end up just lying in bed, just watching Netflix, just enjoying having the break, right? And just not wanting to do anything. So I totally get what you mean when you have all of this time that you think that you're not spending effectively.
Yeah.
But also, if you're coming from, you know, you've got a bit of a mental health background as well, feeling depressed, I would also assume that the drugs that you're taking would probably drain you as well and make you feel pretty drained from it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, especially like the next morning.
Yeah.
I always feel terrible, and
Sure.
drinking more lately and taking more drugs lately. I think I've noticed that I'm feeling a little bit more flat, a little bit more low than usual.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say with the drinking and doing drugs, would you say that you how can I put this? Do you think it would be something that's easy for you to pull back on?
It could be, yeah.
Sure.
But I think it's one of those things where I don't really want to. But,
Totally.
it could be, and it could actually help me. I'm thinking about it now.
Sure. Okay, well, look, from what you've told me, I've got actually a few ideas in mind of what we can sort of go around and how I can sort of help you. Um, the first thing would be, you said you have an assessment to 2,000-word essay today.
Yeah, no, I haven't even started.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't do.
sure. Well, I'm more than happy to write a letter of support. So that letter would just be explaining just some of the stuff we've discussed. It wouldn't be anything in detail, but it would just be a support letter from me, just saying, I think that, you're going through a lot at the moment, and it would probably be best if you can get an extension for this assignment.
Okay.
Yeah? How does that feel?
So good.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I didn't even know you could do that, but that's amazing.
Yeah, that's okay.
Really.
Yeah, that's all right. And a lot of students don't know that we offer this as well. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to get the extension, but it definitely helps. So the way it works is I'm going to write you a letter out today, and I'll give it to you. You just need to upload it when to apply for the extension on the portal.
Okay.
If you can potentially try and get a few words out, try and do that assignment today. How would you feel about doing that?
Yeah.
Just trying just to get a bit of a start. How would you feel?
Well, I feel like I'm kind of on a roll at the moment. Like I've done one productive thing, so
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
awesome.
could
Yeah,
go
good
home
job for
and-
coming to the session.
go home and give it a go. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Because also with the extension process, it's always best to actually just have just something submitted there already. Because sometimes when you apply for the extension, especially on the same day that it's due, it can take a couple days to process.
Okay.
So like it might be due, and then they'll email you back saying, you haven't put it in. But it's
Right.
good just to put, just even if it's just an outline of things that you want to be writing about as well. So yeah, I'll just write that note there that I'm just going to do that letter for you.
Thank you.
That's okay, no worries. Now, you also mentioned that you are a bit low on money at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not working and rent and all the other stuff I pay out on during the week. So yeah, I'm kind of like
Yeah.
stressed out and struggling to get by.
Yeah, sure. So I guess another thing, how would you feel about actually, talking with your parents about this sort of stuff?
Yeah, I think I could talk to them about money and feeling stressed about uni, and they might even be able to help. I guess if I talk to them about feeling stressed about money, so that could
Yeah.
be good. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Another option that the university does offer that a lot of students don't know about too is that at the Student QUT Guild,
Yeah.
there's actually they have like emergency funds as
Yeah.
well. So if students are short on rent or don't have any money for groceries or things like that, they can you just do an application and let them know, and they can they assess the application and then they can administer funds for that as well.
Right.
So I can refer you to them if you like, and I can give you their number.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I've
sure
never
thing.
heard of this before, but yeah.
Yeah, there's so many services at the university that students don't even realise are there, and they struggle and they struggle, and then it gets to a point where they're failing their grades, they're dropping uni and that. So it's really great that you've come to this service because we can offer the help. We can offer help.
Yeah,
Right?
awesome.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll just write that down, the guild. So you also said that you have struggled with depression earlier in your life.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and it's also, you're starting to feel it that way now as well. Right. Have you ever spoken to anyone about that?
No, I haven't. Just with my mates really, but I've never spoken to like a professional. You're the first person I've spoken that's been a professional.
Yeah, sure.
About my emotions. Yeah.
Yeah, well, good on you for coming forward. It's a big step, to actually vocalize the way you're feeling.
Oh yeah, I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and yeah, it's taken a little bit of courage, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so also at this service we have psychologists that work alongside us.
Yep.
So that could be another option too, to book an appointment with them as well as seeing me. Or if you don't want to see me anymore, you can see them too, because they offer the same help. But they could also help with the problems that you were talking about too, about the drug and alcohol use, the stress, the anxiety, sort of feelings that you're feeling with, and that's also a great opportunity or window to be able to just keep talking about those feelings, just to not keep them bottled up.
Okay, yeah, I'd be interested in doing that.
Yeah, you feel good about doing something like that?
Yeah.
Sure thing, psychologist. So you said that you mentioned that you don't have a job at the moment. What did you have any work before being unemployed, or straight out of high school, or what?
I was working with my father,
Cool.
doing the trade, but yeah, for the past, I don't know, probably 2 years, I haven't really done any paid work, just been on Centrelink.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Centrelink is good for that sense, hey. But I guess, sometimes I think having routine can be really good as well.
Yeah, it probably has a influence on my stress.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How would you feel about potentially, looking for some work, just some part-time work?
Yeah, I could do that. I haven't done it for a while, like done my resume for a while or anything like that, so I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, that's actually another thing that I was going to mention that we offer. So there's actually workshops that go on in the library at the school that help with resume writing and with career building too.
No way.
Really, and we have a career support service as well that can help you apply for jobs and look for jobs. I think actually that would be really great for you, just to have that routine as well. That something, it doesn't have to be, too many hours to be overwhelmingly stressful. You don't want more stress, right?
Yeah.
But just something to sort of get your mind off, wanting to drink, or, when you're feeling in those times or those periods where it feels dark. And then generally, like, I guess having routine gets you a bit more motivated. What do you think about that?
I think I'll give it a shot. I like the idea of the workshops, someone giving me a hand.
That's another thing that uni offers that people don't know about, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, well, I'll write a little note for you for that one as well.
Yeah.
Now, I guess also, this is just another suggestion if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would just be about potentially next semester, you could even do 3 subjects, because that still also classes as full-time.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can, so it still goes under the Centrelink payment as well. So for things like, if you're feeling stressed or whatever, we can always look into that the next time I see you, if you like.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'll give it a think, and I'll get back to you and let you know. But I've thought about doing that, but I didn't want to. But I'll think about it some more, and it might be helpful.
Awesome, cool. Another thing to think about too, I know that you said that you feel like the drugs and drinking and that is more when you're feeling stressed, but another thing to think about is that we do have referrals to services where they can talk you through. They're just hotlines, or you can go to one-on-one sessions with them as well. Yeah, if you think that it's something that's taking over your life or that.
Okay.
But you can have a think about that until next time, or until if you see one of the psychologists or something here.
Yeah. No, that sounds good. I'll give it a thought.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So I've got a few things down. I'm going to write your letter for an extension.
Yeah.
I'll give you the guild's contact to go for to apply to get some cash to see if they can help with your rent. Do the application with them.
Yeah.
I can refer you to a psychologist here as well. Yep. And also, and they can also potentially show you the drug alcohol service if need be.
Okay. Are you going to actually refer me, or do I have to go through the process myself?
I'll take you up to the front counter and we can get that all sorted together here today.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome, cool. So how are you feeling after all of that? After letting out your emotion?
Yeah, no, I was nervous because, like I said, I've never been here or done anything like this before, but I didn't really have to be nervous about much. I feel a lot better now, and
awesome.
It seems like you've got a lot of ideas that could help me. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what we're here for, and I'm so glad that you came to the appointment today.
Yeah.
So we can book another appointment for in the future as well between you and me if you like.
Okay. Could we do next week, or is that too early?
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. Yeah, sure. Well, I'll take you up to the front desk and we'll do that.
Yeah.
Just a reminder though, last thing, make sure to just submit something tonight as well before
That's right, yeah.
application. So yeah, you just don't want, just in case anything happens that, yeah.
Thank you.
That's the last thing I'll remind you before we finish up. Awesome. Well, I'll take you up to the front desk and we'll go book your next appointment then.
Thank you so much.
That's okay. Take you around. After you.